Hello everyone, and I am back with a video that I am actually pretty excited for, because today we will be discussing one of my top 3 favorite anime. And I said I would probably do a video like this once I finish the series, and since I did a few weeks ago, and I think it's finally time that I get to talk about why you should watch Cowboy Bebop.
Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Cowboy Bebop aired back on April 3rd of 1998 all the way through June 26th of that same year, and got one season with 26 episodes. And fun fact, it was dropped from TV Tokyo after 12 episodes and a special because it was deemed too mature for the 6 p.m. time slot, but then they switched to a different broadcasting network 4 months after the last episode aired previously. Just some fun information I thought I would share. Now, the show is relatively short, so you don't really need to sink in a lot of time like you need to with other shows where you have to watch hundreds of episodes to finish the series. And personally, I think the number of episodes for this show is perfect. Now, since I watched the show, of course I want more episodes and want to see all of our beloved characters again, but I think we got the perfect amount of time with them, and the show ended at the perfect point. Any longer, I think it might have dragged on a story that was already told, and any shorter you would have been left feeling unsatisfied and wanting more. Where the show left off and how long it was is perfect, and that is a word you will hear me use a lot in this video, because truthfully I think this is the only perfect show I have ever watched. Wow, you might say that's a big statement, and truthfully I mean it. Everything in this show is so amazing. The worlds and the atmosphere are amazing. I got to see so many cities, casinos, oceans, planets. It was all just so amazing. The characters are some of the best. Spike is iconic, and our main characters are all amazing in their own right, and along with the side characters as well, a lot of them actually get development, and that is really crazy to see since the show usually sticks to a one adventure per episode. The writing is phenomenal. All the layers to these characters seem so real, and you can almost see a piece of yourself in them. Along with the themes and deeper messages, it all comes together in an amazing way. And the pacing is great. There never seems to be a dull episode. Every episode serves their own right, and every episode is interesting and engaging in its own way. Overall, this show is insanely good. And if you're new to anime, then this is a great show to begin with, because honestly, you don't feel like a weeb. Like, it seems to be a perfect transition between Western animation and anime. So if you've never watched anime or are new to it, this is a really great show to ease you into it. But it does hit pretty deep at times, so let's talk about the story. The basic information is that our main characters are bounty hunters, but throughout the show we learn more about our characters and more about the overall narrative as well. I would tell you more, but the whole premise of the story is that you learn about the characters along with them, or like you learn about them through little snippets along their adventure. So giving away anything besides like the super basic information might spoil or dwindle your experience, and I don't want to do that. But with that reason, that was why I was so vague, so sorry about that. But the show is broken down into episodic adventures that occasionally join together to become 2-part adventures. So with this structure, it doesn't really need you to remember a whole lot of information, and you basically get to see whole new worlds and experience whole new adventures and stories in almost every episode. And there's a lot of deeper meaning to the show as well, and I just watched an amazing video on it. So if you have watched the show, you should check it out, because I know a few of you watching have already watched the show, but you want to hear me talk about it, which is fine. I'm actually really glad that you're here and watching my video, but I'll leave a link in the description down below for the other video as well, so you can check that out. But an idea in that other video is that the show can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. For some, it might be a fun action adventure in space with some fun and interesting bounty hunters, and for others, an intense story of accepting your past and having the strength to challenge it head on. But that's what's so amazing about this show. It's special. This show, one moment will have you enjoying a fun action scene, and the next a sad reminder of the emptiness of their lives. It's crazy, and I've only ever cried because of a show once, but this was the only other time so far that has come close. I mean, the ending was just incredible. It seems so fitting and fits so well with the overall narrative. But that's great and all, but why should I watch Cowboy Bebop? Well, for one, it has great action scenes, fun stories, interesting characters, and a great plot. Everything you need for a good show. And since it's relatively short, it won't take too long to finish as well. Plus, you can watch it on Adult Swim's website, at least that's what I did. And I know that I might get some hate for this, but this is one of those shows that I think is worth watching in English. I mean, that English voice actor for Spike is so good. And for all of you non-anime watchers or people just trying to get their friends, family, or anyone else hooked, just make them watch this show. I'm almost positive their perception will change. And if you already do watch anime and are looking for a fun new show, then I think this is the perfect show to watch during this break. Trust me, it's truly amazing. Even if you're still not convinced if you should watch this show, even after I call it perfect, which is something I think I've only said maybe once before, then just watch an episode. A single 20-minute episode. Trust me, you will not regret it. Bang.
愛してたと嘆くにはあまりにも時は過ぎ